Mastering modal verbs, the negative side. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English language learning series. Today, we're going to focus on a specific aspect of grammar that's essential in English: the modal verbs in passive voice. And within this topic, we're going to hone in on how to form negative sentences. Don't worry if this sounds a bit complex. We'll break it down and make it simple for you. Let's get started. Before we dive into the specifics of modal verbs in passive voice, let's briefly review what negative sentences are. In English, a negative sentence is a statement that declares something is not the case. It often uses words like not, no, never, or nothing. For example, she does not like apples. In English, modal verbs are a small group of verbs, which we use to express possibility, ability, permission, requests, and advice. Some common modal verbs include can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, and must. Passive voice is a sentence or clause that highlights the action, the verb, and the object of the sentence rather than the subject. When we combine modal verbs with the passive voice, we generally follow this structure: modal verb plus be plus past participle. For example, the job must be completed by tomorrow. Now, let's see how to form negative sentences with modal verbs in the passive voice. The key is to add the word not after the modal verb. The structure is modal verb plus not plus be plus past participle. For example, the job must not be completed by tomorrow. This sentence indicates that completing the job by tomorrow is not allowed or is unnecessary. Let's look at more examples. The documents should not be left unattended. Negative advice: the cake could not be eaten because it was burnt. Negative possibility: the news will not be announced until tomorrow. Negative future prediction: remember, practice makes perfect. Try to construct your own negative sentences using modal verbs in the passive voice. And that's a wrap. We've explored the fascinating world of forming negative sentences with modal verbs in passive voice. It may seem tricky at first, but with a bit of practice, you'll master this in no time. Keep practicing, and remember, don't hesitate to replay this video if you need to revisit the topic. We hope this lesson has been helpful, and we'll see you in our next video. Happy learning!